Okay, welcome to City Heroes Video Tours. We're on the live server this time instead of open beta. And we're going to do a bit of a faster run of the new Ziegler arc. Gotta be Hero Vigilante for this one. He does offer a bonus badge. So before we get going on the mission, we're going to show you the story arc you must run. Okay, here I am, one of my bases at the O Crystal, and it is this one here. Glory and Dark Tidings. You must complete this before you run the new Ziegler arc. There is a bonus badge and a bonus cutscene tied to that arc that you will not get if you have not completed this story arc. I confirmed this last night on the open beta server. Ran an older copy of a character I had copied over there a while back through the new Ziegler arc, but had not done this arc. Did not get the cutscene, did not get the bonus badge, so you must have completed this arc. It is necessary to have completed it. Now, we're not going to do this in flashback mode. I'm just doing this to get right back to the contact. So let's go out of flashback mode, and now we'll just run him in regular mode. Sometimes the mission door is near the train, sometimes it's not. If it's not, no problem. And not really. Okay. Not a problem. We'll see you there. Good old mission transporter. Okay. Okay, despite these objectives up here, at this time, the crates are not mandatory. Hitting the right computer and taking down the 3 leaders, however, that's something else. The computers all look the same here, but the question is, which one's the right one? Here's one of the bosses. By the way, these new guys here, they can sometimes revive if you're close to them, so try to take them down at range. That's one boss is out. Found the magic one. Alright. Again, you can skip the crates. I didn't think there was a boss up in here, but where is it? Take a quick look. These narrow tunnels. Makes you wonder how they were able to dig all these tunnels without no one noticing. Usually big room would have one boss in it. going back to make sure you can't res off of me. No need to destroy him twice if you don't have to. Good old Fire Blaster here. Had him on live. I first re-rolled him as a Firefire Sentinel, and while that Sentinel does have all the badges, yay, I was very happy to roll the Fire Blaster again, and this one also wields the badges as well. Okay. The next mission is going to be in K-Dub, so we'll see you there. Okay, here we are. Okay, it says there's 7 crates to search, but I think we have a little bit of a glitch with this mission because there's actually more than 7 crates. But basically, yeah, it's, and of the crates, only 2 are the ones that really count. But they're all glowing and they're all green, and no way to know until you click them. Or perhaps not. Up there in the target window it shows. This one's Rick Tech. Hit that one as well. Crimson prototype tech. Okay. So perhaps there is a way to tell which ones are the ones you need. Okay. Kind of like looking for the glowies in the sewer trial. They're actually labeled which ones are the particle cannons, which ones are thermite. These are labeled too. Okay. This is just Wyvern tech. No sign of the boss, no sign of any crates. So aha, here's the boss. This guy is brand new. The Wild Inventor. And he's wearing a crimson colored costume. You get the feeling this guy might be the one that built the crimson prototype that you face at the end of the market crash. I bet he is. I bet he's the builder, maybe the operator. Maybe there's a pilot inside of it. Yep, several working prototypes on his person, reverse engineering tech, yep. I'll bet you he's the builder of the Crimson prototype robot that you face at Market Crash. Warrior tech. Blackwing tech. council tech. Bingo. But notice I clicked that and it still says search the last crates. So that count of 7 crates is a bit of a misnomer. Probably going to be fixed on a future update. We'll call that a low-level bug or oversight. Question is, where are they at? There's more than 1 crate left because I don't have the white dot up on the map that would show where it's at. Another search. Aha. Council tech again. Okay. There we go. Okay. Next mission. So when doing that mission, check your target window. If the crate is not labeled Council Tech, then it's not going to be the right ones. And there's more than 7 crates in there. That was a character named Duskbeam. She pops up in this and a couple of the other missions. Make sure you encounter her on all of them. Okay. We need both these crates. Well, one time I stayed to fight the ambushes, but it was like wave after wave after wave. And there's really no need to fight them. Did give me some progress on the Blackwing defeat badge, though. Oh well. But yeah, no point in fighting those ambushes. Okay, now we get to go to Striga. I still have a mission transporter left to use, but I'm not going to use it for this. I have found that it is needed for one of the missions in Striga itself. Therefore, use the LFG trick. Go to the Hess Task Force, because this will put you very close to the door for this next mission. See? Nice and close. You kind of want to say mission transport to get to the next mission, because it's at the other side of Striga. So. Okay. Skip all these guys, they're not needed. This is just find and smash boss. Also, this map doesn't change. Every time I've run this so far, this map does not change as far as layout or even position of where the boss will be. Which is right in this room. Here. Now something sometimes in this room sees through my stealth. Like right there. I don't know what. Don't matter. Oh, they actually stunned me. Nothing like an amped up fire blast. Yep. Onward. And this next mission is usually on the far side of Striga from here, which is why I saved the transport for this one. And then we'll need LFG Hess to get back to here for the final. So, here we go. There. Ta-da! Note the 3 question marks. That's another encounter with Duskbeam, that warship that quickly teleported away on that other mission. Oh, and here's one of the first commanders to take out. Oh, whenever it's one of those Archons, take them down fast before they put the shield up and try and start healing. I sent my Titan weapon scrapper through this. He was basically just one-shotting them. There's Duskbeam. Now what's odd is on this is that she doesn't seem to want to react or anything when you're stealth. There. Now she sees me and it's like, oh, now she's got to go. Yep, something's up with the Void Hunters. But yeah, it's kind of weird that she won't react to you to your presence until you turn stealth off. That's not sure if that's working as intended or a slight oversight. Okay, nothing down there. Okay, here's the next one. Other guard right there. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing everywhere. Okay. Bingo. And they got his shield up, but too late. He was still burning from that attack. Oop. Let's take the scenic route. Ah, here's the hunter that we gotta rescue and then chat with in the next mission. Okay. He basically tells you to meet him with his kin, which is in the next mission, so... Alright, so again... Go ahead and warp back to Hess, because the next mission's at the door for that previous mission that we did. And I'm out of team transporter charges at the moment. I could fix that with the arena, but that's alright. Feel free to pause the video to read all that dialogue if you want. Okay. That clue just ding, the dusk beam was just around somewhere and just took off running. If you have your chat window open, you can see their NPC dialogue when they speak. So somebody's coming for me. Okay. Well, that's nothing new. Okay. Something's up with the Void Hunters, it seems. Now, if you had not done that arc I showed you before, this is where the mission would end. And you'd only be getting one badge, not both. You also would not be getting this cutscene if you had not done that Sister Valeria arc that I showed you. Because this arc and that bonus badge are direct tie-ins to Sister Valeria's arc. So it turns out the Nictai that I faced in the past in Sister Valeria is now using Arakan as a host. And they've got a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And now hang on. All you gotta do now is just leave the map. Because both the badges have registered for this. This is the bonus badge. If you didn't do Sister Valeria's arc, you would not have gotten this badge. The arc would just be over and you'd be exiting out. And the fact that Ouroboros apparently knows about this and hasn't done anything. And going by all the data from this in this badge description, they're planning something with the Void Hunters. Be curious. Yeah, so I could exit right now and be done with it, but you know what? She came all this way. So let's burn her down. And she teleports away. Okay. I could backtrack all the way to the door that I used to come in. I could teleport to my base, or I'll just jump to Oro. And then from here, just phone it in. And that's that. And I gotta do the new Alexander arc. So I went to Oro, so that way. I can just time hop right to him, and then run him outside of Ouroboros for his arc. But that's a separate video. Alright then, well, that's how you do that arc at a fairly fast pace. But again, if you haven't done Sister Valeria's arc beforehand, well, then you shouldn't bother doing that new arc yet. Because you won't get that bonus badge, which again is this one right here, if you haven't done Sister Valeria's arc yet. So, that's that. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like and subscribe, and as always, go ahead and turn your computer off for a while and go outside and play. I'll see you on the next video.